Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is something I've been wanting to make, and it's definitely a very hard one for me to post. It's raw, it's emotional, but the main reason why I want to post it is to provide some type of motivation to somebody that needs it. Whether you're taking some type of medication that is causing you to gain weight or you just want to lose weight in general. This is my story of how I lost a little over 50 pounds. And there's no magic way of how it was done, but this is just based off of my experiences. I'm definitely not a nutritionalist or a coach or anything like that. I just can provide you with the knowledge of how I lost my weight based off of my experiences. If you know me, if you're watching this and you know me from like high school or college or whatever, or just from home, you know that all my life I was pretty tiny. I'm 5'1", I was always between 100 and 110 pounds. I was pretty small, didn't have any muscle really, but I was tiny my whole life, and then I got sick and I started taking this very potent steroid, and I was taking for a year, and within the first 7 months roughly, I gained about 50 pounds. So yeah, it was a quick amount of time to gain weight because that's normally not how fast someone gains weight, so it was very quick. Which developed stretch marks and things like that. So I just want to be completely transparent in this video and honest, and I just wanted to help somebody else out there. This is not for any other reason, because I didn't even know I was going to post my before and after pictures, because also, I don't know if you know me watching this, a lot of people didn't see me for a good year or so, year to 2 years, because I hid in my house. I didn't go out to anything, any events, any parties, any birthday parties, nothing. I just stayed home. I didn't really go out, so that was because of how I looked, and I just wasn't used to looking overweight. I was tiny my whole life, so I got to a rock bottom place, and if you're there too, I totally feel you, but you've got to get yourself out of that. You've got to get yourself out of the depressive state, because it will get better, and that's because you will make it better. You will make the decision to make it better. You can decide to be happy, and you can lose the weight, and I will show you my before and after pictures and my progress pictures from month to month to month. And if I can do it, trust me, you can do it, because I wasn't even allowed to work out medically for a good amount of time. So I was solely just doing it on diet at one point, until I got the clear to eventually work out, but there's no magic way to lose weight. I'll start off with my before and after pictures, and then my progress pictures, and then get into how I lost the weight while I'm showing the pictures. So I'm gonna look down at my phone here while I put the pictures up on the screen. So these are gonna be pictures leading up to show day. And I'm also not saying that you need to go into like a competition prep to lose weight, because for a good majority of these pictures, I wasn't in competition prep. I was just I had a coach, my same coach, but it was just for general weight loss. He just would give me like a diet plan to follow. So a lot of this was not in competition prep, so don't think that you need to do that to lose weight. Just putting that out there. And I am filming this post-show, so today is actually July 22nd, so it's like a month post-show. I'm continuing my journey still today. Like, I would like to get a little bit more muscular and get a little bit more lean for the show, for the stage eventually. So just keep that in mind. The fitness journey is like a never-ending journey, but to get to where you're happy and content, it could be a long journey, and that's okay. So my entire, I would say the process for me to lose the steroid weight in general was about a year, and I thought it was going to take way longer than that, but so here's my first picture, the before and after, which is what you see on my thumbnail when you click on the video. So yeah, pretty bad, right? This was me at peak steroid weight. I believe I had just gotten off the dexamethasone that week, and I had finally gotten the clear to work out, actually. Or no, I'm sorry. This was me just getting off the steroids, and I hadn't got the clear to work out yet, but This is the first check-in picture I ever sent to my coach, and this is when I had just started dieting. I had just started clean eating. I was eating about 6 meals a day, and they were all clean foods like chicken, white rice, spinach, egg whites, salmon, avocado, rice, white or brown rice, stuff like that. So this left picture, yeah, that was me at about 162 pounds. And yes, I was retaining some water because it's steroids, but a good amount of that is fat. So this looks nothing like me from high school or college. You probably wouldn't have even known it was me. I was clearly overweight, and the one on the right was me on show day. This is, I don't look like this every day because this was show day. You are dehydrated, you get rid of a lot of water weight, but yeah, this is like the first time ever that I've had abs. I never had abs even before I was sick, so the fitness journey is definitely very rewarding. But yeah, this is my before and after pictures. Yeah, so now I am down to, on show day I was about 110 pounds, but you don't stay that weight. So right now I'm evening out at about 120, and with about 111 lean body mass, which is muscle weight. So yeah, I've gained about 27 pounds in muscle during this whole journey, and I lost a little over 50 pounds of fat. So this is just the main before and after pictures. I do have my progress pictures to show after this, but this is just to show you that it's doable as long as you stay consistent. I think that's the key in anyone's fitness journey, is consistency and just staying positive. I promise you can do it. I really wasn't even going to show these pictures. Only a few people have seen me at this point in my life when I was at peak steroid weight, and I don't even know if a lot of people even know that I went through this, but yeah, so that was me then, and obviously it's all gone now. Okay, so here's some progress pictures just to show the progression of the weight loss. May, here's the same day that I sent my first check-in pictures. It was just from the side. This is when I just started dieting. And then 3 months later in August, you can see the significant change in my stomach getting smaller and my legs getting a little bit better. But yeah, so you can see just in 3 months of consistency in dieting and working out what happens. Here's a month to month kind of side by side to show like my stomach and stuff like that. This is now when I had eventually decided to compete and I was on a competition diet, but I was bulking. So I was eating a large amount of food, definitely a significant amount of food, but I was working out quite heavily. And from October, November, December, and January, I was bulking, and you can see I was even having weight loss then. I think every 2 weeks I would check in, I would lose anywhere between 1 and 3 pounds in fat. Which is the normal rate, everyone depends, but losing weight too quickly is not healthy, and it's probably water weight sometimes even, but I was gaining muscle mass during this time and losing a couple pounds of fat. So yeah, I gained about 27 pounds of muscle during this whole process, during this time frame here, and lost about 2 to 3 pounds every 2 weeks during this time frame. Here's where I started to see the most significant changes. This is when I actually started cutting for my show. This is February, March, April, and May. You can see the huge difference, especially when you look at February and May, the 2 pictures, the left and the very right one. This was me definitely going heavy on cardio and cutting back on calories. So cutting back on your calories definitely by eating less, burning more calories than what you're consuming is what's going to help you lose weight. And doing some type of cardio. I would say fasted cardio is definitely the best way to go. Here are these 2 pictures, June 12th and June 18th. These were just a few days before my show on June 23rd. You can really start to see more muscle definition, especially in my biceps and my stomach. And yeah, this was just a couple days before my show. And then here is some professional pictures that were taken on my show day on June 23rd. So huge difference from my first check-in picture, right, when I was at 162 pounds. But just to go back to the general before and afters from May 2017 and June 2018, like a whole year. The number one things that I would say to help me with my weight loss that I think could help you is by incorporating cardio into your everyday life. I would say fasted cardio definitely helped me the most. I would start off with 20 minutes and then maybe increase it 5 minutes every 2 weeks. But definitely start off with a minimum of like 20, and I would do it on the stair stepper or the elliptical. At the highest incline it would go with a resistance of around 20. And then if I had to use a treadmill, I would put it on a high incline and do like at least a speed of 3.0. But incorporating some type of cardio will definitely help you out. And then aiding in that is diet. You want to eat clean. Whether you decide to hire a coach to help you with that so you don't have to try and make the decisions, that's up to you. There is a lot of coaches out there that don't really have to charge that much, but they're very good. So it's definitely something to consider. But if you're not going to hire a coach, just try and eat clean, like things like egg whites, chicken, rice, salmon, cod, flounder, avocado, fruit, sweet potato, stuff like that. Just cutting out alcohol, I think, or at least reducing it significantly. To me, alcohol is worse than a cheat meal, but cutting out the excessive amounts of alcohol, I think even that you'll see a huge difference. But yeah, and then limit yourself to one cheat meal a week, not an entire day, but just one meal, replacing maybe your dinner meal with a cheat meal. That's what I would do back when I was bulking. But keeping track of your calories for sure, and making sure that you are burning more than you're consuming is just like the general rule of thumb. I can't sit here and say what you should or shouldn't eat as a total caloric intake. It all depends on your body. That's something a coach will be able to tell you, but I would say just being more conscious with your caloric intake and then incorporating some type of cardio. Fasted, definitely the best, but if you can't, then do it in the evening. But doing a minimum of at least 20 minutes and then maybe increasing it 5 minutes every 2 weeks, because your body will get used to that amount of cardio, so you do have to increase it. And then switch it up, like if you're doing the stair stepper, switch over to the elliptical, you know, every couple weeks, whatever. But for me, that was the main things that helped me lose the weight was clean eating and cardio. And before I was allowed to work out, before I got the green light to work out, it was just solely relied on diet. So if you can't work out due to a medical reason, then you need to heavily rely on your diet. So you need to be very focused on what you're eating. And if you are allowed to work out, then definitely incorporate cardio and incorporate some type of lifting in there. I think that it definitely does help. When I was eventually allowed to work out, I started lifting again, and I think that significantly helped. If you can't lift, it's okay. If you can't work out, it's okay. Just focus mainly on your diet. I know what it's like to be there, and I don't want anyone out there to lose hope and get depressed and just feel like a piece of shit, because I was there. I felt like a piece of shit, and I thought there's no way I can do that. My body's just not going to change. I'm just stuck like this forever. Don't think that. Start thinking positive right now, because I promise you, if I can do it, so can you. It may be a long journey, because mine's not even over yet. There's so much I can still improve on. Just because I'm making this video doesn't mean that I think I'm perfect and that I'm happy with how I look now. Even though I got to step on stage in a competition, I'm still not happy. You know what I mean? Happy with well, I'm happy, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I know there's more I can improve on, you know what I mean? So that's just the art of fitness. There's always something you can improve on, which isn't a bad thing. But I promise you, after seeing these pictures, if I can do it, so can you. I wasn't even allowed to work out for the first couple months. I had to solely rely on my diet. So every day, remember your why. Why are you doing this? What is pushing you? What is your motivation? Is it so you can look good for your boyfriend? It doesn't matter how stupid it sounds. Is it just so that you can go out on the beach? Is it so that you can look good, so you're just happy with how you look, just for your own personal reasons? It could be any reason. Just remember that every day, as long as it's strong enough to push you. For me, it was because I hated the way I looked. I was so used to being tiny my entire life, and then now I was this mess. So that pushed me, because I just hit that rock bottom where I just needed to change. I needed to see a better version of myself. And I think that's the beauty of the whole journey, is getting to see those changes and seeing a better version of yourself at the end. Let that push you. Let that vision of yourself, of that better version of yourself, getting to that goal, let that push you. So that's very important. I think that's even the other part of weight loss, is the mental game that you need to keep yourself in. And a lot of it is mental, and I think that's why a lot of people fall out of a groove when it comes to dieting, is because they lose that motivation and that push and that why. And if you can just mentally stay in it and remember every day, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this for myself? Who am I doing this for? I think it will keep you motivated and keep you in the game.